welcome to my studio. Today we're going to be doing this little adorable Christmas wreath, and this is a real fun project. What we're going to do is I found a Christmas tree cutout, and it was from Michael's, and it was a tabletop tree, I guess you would call it, and you can use it for that as well. It doesn't matter, whatever you would like, or we'll show you how to put it into the wreath form. The first thing I did with the tree is I painted it with a peridot green metallic color, and I wanted it a little bit lighter green because it's going to be on darker green, so I wanted it to stand out a little bit more. When I painted it, I didn't worry about the sides being painted because there's so many of them and they're already dark in color anyway, so I think it blends more in. Then I took the same color of peridot, but it's glitter, and I sponged my tree just to give it a sparkly effect. So now we're going to come in and we're going to really brighten it up and add a lot to it using the wax technique. And I am going to use my #1 tool, the larger end, and we're going to start decorating this tree. Now this is Crayola crayon that I'm putting it on with, and I'm pulling these strokes until they run out. I'm not lifting them up. And it dries really, really fast. As soon as it goes from shiny to dull, it is dry, and we're going to do a dot, and we're going to add another stroke. And if you've never done this, please visit my YouTube site, and there's a great one on the front page called The Basics of Wax Design, and it runs you through all of this so you know how to do this process and can make lots of fun projects. But it just really adds so much to any design that you're working on. I really like working with it. So now we've done that. Now we're just going to come in here and we're going to kind of outline the tree. I'm going to do 2 up. Now I only have enough room. Now if this is your first time doing it, move that so you're pulling the stroke toward you. I've just done it a few more times. It's a little bit easier if you do it that direction. And we're just going to add it there. And just to kind of give it a fur feeling, it makes it just more of a tree feeling. And a lot of these things that I do, I just follow the basic design of the tree or the design that's already given to me. I don't do anything fancy really. Just kind of work with what's already applied. If you think it should go a different direction or go a different way, by all means do that. And adding the dot at the tips kind of cleans up the tips and just makes it a little bit more nice. I really like to add dots to it. Got the one more up on top. Put a dot there. Now I'm going to switch to a smaller tool, and I'm going to come in, I'm going to get the rest of these little branches. I'm going to go to my 0 tool. Because it makes smaller strokes, and I'm working in a smaller area, and that's how you control the size of your stroke or your dot, is by the size of tool that you are using. Now that one got a little bit bigger there, so we'll come back with our little bit bigger tool right there. And I wasn't quite sure which direction to take that one, so I'm going to take him off. That's the nice thing about it, you can fix it, don't go over it. I'm going to fix that one. I'm just going to go straight there. instead of turning there. Now to clean your tool off, you simply just wipe it on a piece of paper towel. And we're going to go back to our larger tool here. And I'm going to put these bottom ones in because they go further here. Don't forget to warm your tool up. So bring these down. Okay, now we're just going to go in and start filling in our tree. And what I kind of did was did like every other swirl. And I am going to use the yellow color. And the yellow color that I am using, the only reason I'm stirring the crayon right now is because it's been sitting a while. The yellow color that I am using is Dandelion. And it's thicker and I like the color better, it's brighter. Each crayon has a different texture or thickness. So if you know that, and there's no right or wrong. If you think it should be going the other way or the other color, then do it that way. Okay, now I'm going to come in and fill the rest of the swirls in with the red. You could keep it all one color. You could do more colors. There is no right or wrong on this. It's however you interpret it. Swirls are really in, and the Crayola crayon process works really, really good for the swirls. And this is a process that I have developed and work with, and we do use it on a lot of different items. I just noticed this one almost looks like a heart. You could almost go along the outside of that one and make it a heart. Now I'm going to come back in with blue, and blue just really seems to bring the colors to life. Just the other colors, it needs just a little bit more. And I'm going to kind of come in between the other colors and just connect it. Now the blue that I am using is blue with white in it, because if you use just the blue, it is almost a black color. So we want to add a little bit of white to it to lighten it up more like the color that it shows on the paper of the crayon. Now just wherever you think it needs to be, where the red and the yellow colors meet, or there's an open area on the tree, this just kind of fills everything in, cleans up your tails, and just really adds to the design of our tree. Okay, so we've basically got our tree done. Look how fast and easy that was for all of that. But what we're going to do now is we're going to put our little trunk on. And how I did that is I divided off just like we do when I have you working on my other art pieces. We're going to start on each side and down the middle. And because this is going from smaller to bigger, we're going to start with all of our strokes from the bottom. So now I'm going to go back and divide in the middle of each one of those, and I'm going to stop where I think the trunk should stop. Now I have room to go back one more time in between each of those, so it's all divided off nice and even. And you don't want to get, these aren't real close, but you don't want to, you give the stroke, if you're real close to the stroke, don't go right next to it while it's still warm. The warm attracts and they go together, so you want to keep them separated. Alright, so we've got this all done. At this point in time, take it out and varnish it and get it all nice and coated. And then I took a little wreath from the dollar store. I found these at the Dollar Tree. A lot of places had them this year. They were real popular. And you could use whatever color you think sets the tree off. I actually think that the red sets this off better than the green does. And once you varnished it, I just came in with my hot glue gun and I put it on the tips of these in the back, and you want to kind of do it kind of quick, just on the tips of everything that touches on the wreath. And we're just going to glue this one straight on because it is wood and it's absorbent, and so is the wreath that we're gluing onto. And then I took just little Christmas bulbs and I removed the hanger part and just hot glued those in. You could use bigger ones or you could use blue ones, whatever you thought looked better with your Christmas wreath. Now this one, I really like the blue. Now let's check out the bigger ones. You could use the bigger ones as well, just kind of sink them down into there. The red doesn't show up as well, but kind of play with it. I also thought it would be fun to add I would like a yellow or a gold star up on top. You could put a bow as long as it didn't cover up your design. But there's a bunch of ways you could finish that off if you wanted to. So just think of other ways to do it and build on my design. If you have any questions about this project that we did today, please email me at art@miriamjoy.com. If you need any of the wax tools or any of those items that we used today, please visit my website at miriamjoy.com. You'll find the YouTube link where we have a bunch of great training videos as well as other videos, especially holiday fun projects for you to do and on there. And there's also a Facebook link, and during Christmas time and some of the other holidays we like to have contests to thank our customers. So jump on over to Facebook and we try to post a different gourd or different art project to inspire you every day. So have a Merry Christmas and God bless.